Hello all. Alright, lovely day today here in California. Wind is severe in places. Temperatures in the 70s. On my channel, I've been getting a lot of comments, but on other channels, I'm hearing desperate pleas to do something about the abortion issue. That doctors are going to be charged with murder. The patients that get abortions will be charged with murder. They won't be able to go out of state to get abortions. So on and so forth. My question to you is, the Democrats have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. We've been told over and over for years that we must work within the party to have change. We must do it that way. We can't get a new party that's actually on the left. We have to work within the party. Well, here you go. The Republicans are in the minority, and they still get whatever they want because they're all together on one team, just like the Democrats could do. The people could force the Democrats to work together. But no, they'd rather sit there and worry about what's happening with the abortion bill and how people are going to become charged with having an abortion when they have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They very easily could work within the party, which is what we've been told for years that they have to do. What are you waiting for? The midterms, when there's less senators and House members on the Democratic side? What are you waiting for? Why aren't we working within the party to make it change? Stop the filibuster and start packing the court with left-wing judges. You have the ability to do that. But no, nobody's willing to do that. They're not willing to put in a new party either. So they'd rather just sit there and moan and groan and desperate about how it's going to be a sad situation for people getting abortion. They have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. There's no excuse. None at all. What is the left waiting for? We're going to go right over down this way and do a video about the desperate situation in the climate and how we need legislation like Green New Deal and other bills that can help solve some of the problems with the environmental issue. Again, we need to work in the party. That's what you tell us. For years and years, we've had to work within the party, and we can't put in another party. So another issue that we have is climate change that we could be working on the Democrats on. U.S. officials are talking steps to protect the already record low levels of water flowing through the Colorado River as a mega drought fueled by climate change persists. The drought threatens the water supply of more than 40 million people in the U.S. and in Mexico. The drought threatens about 5 million acres of farmland. Lake Powell water levels are so low that if it falls any further, it will no longer be able to produce electricity for some 6 million people across several U.S. states. Other key U.S. reservoirs are struggling to maintain their water levels as well. Let's look at the U.S. Drought Monitor. As you can see, we're still in a mega drought. Some places get a little bit better, some places get a little bit worse, but the mega drought continues. There was not much relief during the winter or spring. Let's look at the Canadian Drought Monitor. Now, Canada has had quite an improvement in their drought situation, but they still have some drought in their farmland areas. Let's look at Mexico Drought Monitor. Now, as you can see, Mexico is in dire straits. Their entire country is just about full of serious droughts. In fact, the drought that they're suffering is the worst they've had in 30 years of record keeping. It is one of the most widespread droughts they've ever had. Nearly 85% of the country is facing dry conditions. As of April 15, 2022, large reservoirs across the country are at exceptionally low levels, including the ones from Mexico City, their biggest city. So in Mexico, The winter rains are 20% less than normal this year, causing mega droughts to be even more mega. Now, as I've said in the beginning of this video, is that here in the US, we could easily have the party, if we had a party, a green party or a left party, we could easily deal with some of the situation in the climate change. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to work within the party, and as you see, bill after bill falls away to Republican right-wing nonsense of getting rid of it. Green New Deal, shattered. Everything else, shattered. So do your part, make a comment on this video about climate change, and let the Democrats know that we need change. We're the ones that have to go through the hell that's coming, and the droughts are just the beginning of it. There'll be all kinds of more storms, harder rains, more tornadoes, and more hurricanes that we'll all have to face. They won't have to face it. They'll be out on their super yachts avoiding it or flying somewhere else. They won't go through the hell that we're going to go through. So go ahead, leave a message on the comment section and put in your voice of how you feel about what the situation is with the environment, the abortion issue, or anything else you want to tell the Democrats. They probably listen to this channel, one or two of them at least. Let them get the message. Do something. Stop just sitting around saying, no, we need more of a majority to do anything. No, you don't, because you'll never get more of a majority, because you'll always be voting in right-wing Democrats, because you think that's the way it needs to be. Ridiculous. It's hard to believe that people will think like this and won't put in a third party, or at least start actually working within the Democratic Party like they've said we had to do for the last 30, 40, 50 years. I do appreciate your comments on this subject on the comment section. And until next time.